started as a cartoonist when I was like, God, 16. Left high school, went straight into making comics for like 10, 15 years. Made a bit of a name for myself, and then kind of switched gears totally and got out of comics, went into like gallery painting, making big oil paintings, and then I started wanting to get into animation more and more. I made a music video for a band called Danko Jones that got me kind of excited about the idea of making animation that would be like a real expression, like, you know, the art, the comics and the paintings that and I started like pursuing getting my own TV show, and it took about 7 or 8 years, and finally it happened just last fall. It's something I still don't really understand exactly. I will just sit down in front of a blank piece of paper and I'll just start doodling, and on all these weird things come out that I didn't even sort of set out to create. You know, it's not like I have a conscious agenda where I'm like, I'm going to do this. It's just, it just seems to be in there. So it's probably all sort of like this big soup that's kind of been created through my childhood and all my experiences. And I've just somehow become obsessed with all these weird images and big ladies and all these cartoon characters that I create. It's just like, so that image was done for a magazine called Lab out of Chicago. They wanted me to do like a double-page spread for their, it's a kind of like an art magazine, part art magazine, part comics, and I'd never worked for them before, and so I wanted to make a big impression. So and it was at a time when I sort of was feeling kind of constrained by a lot of the commercial projects that I was tangled up in. So I kind of saw it as like a release and like an escape. So I just like put so much time and effort into that drawing, just to like sort of bolster myself and remind myself like what I'm into and how, you know, what I can do for myself. And I was really happy with how it turned out. And actually, I don't think it even made it into the magazine. I don't know if the editor of the magazine even liked it. It ended up going into a group show in Minneapolis, and a Norwegian guy bought it. He's like a big buyer of my work. He owns like 10 or 15 pieces by now. So I know it's in a good home. Fuck it, I'm gonna fill this thing with just weird shit from, you know, like every inch of it's got something going on. Mm-hmm. So that's the kind of piece you can't do every day. But I was just really into it at the time. So I'm really stoked that it's getting this new life.